Sana Nganele, I don't know why Bridget and Temba are still together, but first, I do want to talk about City and Tamara. Listen, City and Tamara are back for Nganele from Makoti. Are you the one? And I ask myself, why are they back? Okay, apparently they have broken up, and it has been some time since they have broken up. And it is alleged that one of the reasons they broken up, domestic violence was involved. That's left Tamara looking apparently like there was a huge fight between City and Tamara. Tamara suspected that City was cheating on her with one of her friends. It does seem like they were also intoxicated. Before you know it, a physical fight spilled out of those two, where Tamara felt attacked by City, Bianca, who is her sister, and one of her friends. Now they did open a court case against one another, and yes, their relationship is over. We did see them on the show. Seems like they were trying to rehearse things whereby City did not even want to hear it. Okay, according to me, City does look like Ipara Unyawupe, very not clean, dirty, untidy. Look like someone who drinks a lot, heavily, probably even doing more than just drinking, honestly, like and but we did also see Usizi having a conversation with his mom, whereby his mom told us that City has found a new job, and it is confirmed that one of the child that City's baby mama, you all remember from Makoti, I don't know if you still remember, but there was a child that they were still questioning the paternity of the baby's child, if it's City's or not. So according to them, that the DNA was done, and yes, the baby is City's, and it does look like City's mom is staying with both City's kids. So she was asking for a washing machine from City. A lot is happening. Nganele follows the couples. What happened after Makoti? Are you the one? Man, I don't know. I don't see any couple getting married from this season at all. Like, I'm sorry, but I do not see marriage here. I'm failing to see marriage. Really, I am. And I'm asking myself, why is City and Tamara back? Going to Bridget. That one just stressed me out. Like, I am so stressed right now. Bridget, babe, you stress me out so much, because why is Bridget still with Temba? Why is Bridget still with Temba? So it was discussed on the show that Temba did pay half lobola for Bridget, and they are still going to go back and pay the full lobola. And yeah, but a lot has happened in those two, okay, including Utemba actually sleeping with Bridget's sister. I don't know if that was scripted. I feel like it was scripted, because there is no way that Bridget would forgive such a thing and the lobola will go on. Like, there is just no way, you know. But yeah, Utemba also mentioned that there are two other ladies in his life. And I was just like, what is happening here? So Bridget legit will have to stand for these two other women. Like, I don't know. Bridget and Temba just stresses me out so much. It does look like also Temba is living a fast life, partying life. We saw him involved in a car accident, and I'm not saying that it's only people who are living a fast life who could be involved in a car accident. Other people could be involved in a car accident as well. But it does seem like people who are involved in a car, it does seem like his car accident was from a groove. Like, honestly, it does see that the accident that he got, he was back from the groove or going to the groove or whatever the case may be, okay? Yeah, but I honestly don't know why Temba and Bridget are still together. Bridget, ngwanyana waka. Uyang stressa, like the level of anxiety that I get from you, I just can't, I just cannot. And again, we have Utemba. Who is Temba's woman? Oh, Sana, completely forgotten her. Is it Pumzile? I don't know, Temba. But Themba and her woman, from the trailer, we definitely do see that it's not going good at all there. We did see that from the first episode that they are together, they are like rekindling. It seems like Themba is going through some financial difficulties. He has to downgrade his place. He's now renting in township, kind of, sort of, so I don't know what's happening in those two's life, okay? And they did discuss that the reason that they are not yet married or lobola has not been paid is because Themba's woman, whom I totally forgot her name, still have to finalize her divorce. So they are still waiting for her to finalize her divorce so that the lobola will proceed. That was my understanding. But I don't know. It seems like a lot is going to be revealed about these two couples, because at least they look like one couple who have it together. But seems like we're being deceived, They also don't have their ish together.
Sana Nganele is back with season 3. Now, this time around, they are going to feature the cast of Makoti Are You The One from the previous season. I don't know how I feel. I felt so excited, obviously, from the trailer. What I saw, we're going to be getting the tea. However, the couples that are coming back, especially Bridget and Themba, really their storyline seems a bit scripted from Makoti Are You The One. At some point, Themba wanted Thembu. He wanted to have a second wife. Bridget was not allowing it. And whilst we were just still a bit shaken and taken back by the fact that Themba might want a second wife, and we were like, Themba, why did you sign up for this show if really you still want to be cheating around? But it was also revealed to us that Themba also slept with one of Bridget's sisters. I was shocked. I was shook. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And obviously I hold both of them accountable and responsible, Themba and Bridget's sister. They should have never crossed that line, ever, ever, ever. And as much as it was shocking, guess what was more shocking was Bridget forgiving Themba and saying, you know what, it's fine. Even though you slept with my sister, but I forgive you. To tell you that I was shocked is an understatement. Now, after Makoti Are You The One was shot, there were a few, what do you call this, interviews from TikTok or from the internet, and Bridget did come out and say that, yes, she was faking everything for the camera. And for the near fact that she admitted to fake something for the camera, this is why I'm like, baby girl, you don't deserve to be here. You don't deserve to be back for another season at all. Why are you back? Why are we having Bridget back for another season? That's my big ask. And I'm like a bit confused, honestly, if I may be truthful, with Mzansi Magic. How did they cast Bridget and Themba back? How sure are we that their story this time around is going to be authentic? How sure are we? Anyway, we have Tamara. Tamara had the heart of a gold from Makoti Are You The One. She had the heart of a gold. Yet the family that she was assigned to, was not family, okay? Sana, I've never seen so much toxicity in one family. The fact that also the sisters were so much involved in their brothers' affairs, oh my gosh, a lot was happening in that family. Now, one thing that also, why do I seem to forget Tamara's husband or Tamara's man? Totally forgotten him. But yeah, it seems like he does have a baby mama. And by the time that they were shooting Makoti Are You The One, he was alleged to be having a second baby with his baby mama. But of course, they were still waiting for DNA to prove that really it's his child or not, okay? And I'm like, I don't know about this guy. Hey, I don't know about this guy. Why did he go back to his baby mama to make a second baby? And why is Tamara still with him? Like, guys, like, no. But anyways, as soon as the guy found out, what was his name? Was it Poco? Like, I totally forgot his name. But as soon as he finds out that his family has brought his baby mama and they were disrespecting the 21 days of Makoti, are you the one? He lost it, he lost it immediately. And he was like, you know what? Tamara, go pack your bags and let's go. Let's hit the road. And I was like, okay, I'm here for this. I'm here for it all. I liked how he honestly protected Utamara in that situation, because really the mom still wanted to explain herself. And I was just like, Ma, really, at this point, there is nothing that you can explain. Like, there is absolutely nothing that you can explain. There is no explanation that is needed. You crossed the line, okay? You were never supposed to call the baby mama. And the worst part, the baby mama was called to come and spend a whole night. And I guess that the baby mama already have a child who is staying with this family. Perhaps she needed to see her child. But, 21 days is less than a month, 21 days is less than a month. Really, there is nothing big. There is nothing huge that could have happened from those 21 days. There's nothing that is dramatic. There is nothing that is so big. They could have just respected the 21 days, not allowed the baby mama to interfere with Tamara's space, especially because Tamara has expressed how she does not like umama being too close to baby mama. Not being too close, but as umama really keep on inviting baby mama to come and spend nights and all that. Since your daughter-in-law has expressed that, you need to, kind of respect what your daughter-in-law wants or needs at that specific time. But umama was like, no, I'm not going to respect anything from my daughter-in-law. And, the clapping of hands when they walked out, it shows a lot of toxicity. When they clapped hands, I was like, okay, this is so toxic. Why are they clapping hands, honestly? Yeah, but anyway, guys, Nkanele is back like umqolo yasana. Back like umqolo at this point. And we are here for it, We are here for it. Now, personally, I want everything. I want all the tea, all the juiciness, everything. And yeah, I hope Mzansi Magic did not make a wrong choice by choosing this couple, even though I'm still not sure about Themba and Bridget. Those two, they just stress me out. I'm not sure about both of them.
Uthando Temple will be airing its last episode tonight. I am so sad. Now let's talk about Samke. Now guys, I cannot be the only one who's seeing a pregnant woman here. Of course, on last night's episode, she denied pregnancy. She said no, she's not pregnant. But you all do see this Mkaba. I get a soze. Mkaba around. Kanjena. Samke, babe, are we your children? Why udlalangati? Because you definitely do look pregnant. Sana uqinile lo mkhaba uyawubona and uround. My guess here, I'm just guessing, is that probably some of the wives were not happy about how the first pregnancy was handled. Remember, Samke came with a surprise pregnancy test and surprised Musa with her first pregnancy, and Musa was happy. He was like, oh, Kana, I'm still fertile. Many people were questioning if I'm fertile or not. I'm very much happy that I'm still fertile, right? And right after that episode, they went and told Umamkhulu about the pregnancy. I am guessing would see some of the wives, and being some of the wife, it's either Makhumalo, Mangwabe,
or Mayeni were not happy about how the first pregnancy was announced. So now they are trying to manage the second pregnancy and make sure that they don't announce it to us without maybe consulting them first, or I don't know. But guys, some girl looks pregnant. She looks pregnant.
Now, on today's episode, we will see that Mseleku and his wife, so they will go on a small get-together. Now, I don't know why are they doing this to my Ethely Queen. Because Ethely Queen will definitely look detached. She will look like she does not even want to be there. She will not even be participating on the activity that they will be doing as a family. I saw them playing a pool. Mseleku, as usual, commenting negatively on Makhumalo's outfit, saying uMakhumalo uyabushuzela, meaning she is good as naked. Kesana. That time Makhumalo is wearing a tracksuit, like Sana. what are you supposed to wear? This man, like, this woman is fully covered, okay? But not according to Umusa. She is not covered. Anyway, I hate what they're going to be doing to my Ethely Queen, because Ethely Queen shame Bantla will seem not interested in this activity. You remember, guys, on the last dinner, Umayeni expressed ukuthi she does not want to go to the last dinner. And I feel like Ethely Queen should have done the same, other than going and definitely not participating on the activities, looking completely bored. I'm like, Sana, Ethely Queen, I don't like this for you. You should have just stayed home. But anyway, they are going to be recapping about this season. And we will also get to see Umusa informing the wives ukuthi Mpumelelo did go and pay Lobola. But guys, Mpumelelo's Lobola situation is very tricky. Very, very, very tricky, because Umusa says yena wayegula at the time, so he was not really hands-on ngamalobolo kaMpumelelo. Umayeni disputes it and say no, probably physically you were sick, but ingqondo yona yayisebenza nje wawugula enyameni, but not ngokwengqondo, so you should have informed me. But also I understand why Umayeni ane engaka towards Umusa not informing her about amalobola, meant to say, because really Mpumelelo, why is he getting an easy pass in all this? Okay, Mpumelelo shouldn't have been the one or tshela wakhe ukuthi lalela ma ngisayolobola. Like, why is Mpumelelo getting a free pass, just like ngeke Mayeni ngathi now usiqinisa kakhulu isandla kuMseleku? But yeah, definitely one thing for sure, Umayeni is deeply hurt about Mpumelelo going to pay Lobola and no one informing her. Understandably so. And one thing also that Ubabake will try to say, Uguti, the other wives, Kosiami, must receive well you guys, I don't like what you all have been doing. You all seem like you're side-eyeing your side. You are just really not getting along with Umaxele these days, and please, I need all of us to get together, get along, and stop sidelining Umaxele, which honestly I feel like if Vele he put it that way, the way that I just said it, stop sidelining Umaxele. Honestly, I really want these wives to stop. The way Umangwabe came for Umaxele yesterday, uthi nje uMusa Mseleku ade emsaba Umaxele. Like, whenever we're talking about Umaxele, Musa Mseleku will be shaking. Musa Mseleku will be on shake whenever Maxele's name is mentioned. Uthi futhi abantu bakhabo Maxele abanawo ama boundaries. Every time mabaya lapha kwaMseleku benza kuze kweqe. They cross lines, they overdo. They have no boundaries whatsoever. And yeah, I feel like my queen Mangwabe, you were definitely coming for Maxele. Yey sana, what will Maxele say now? Uzothini kaloku uMaxele after finding out ukuthi wena
on the data sections you were coming for her. But also one thing that we know about her would say she's cowardly herself. You know, she will never fetch straight to Umbali face to face. Because Umbali, I did not like what you said about my family or what you said about Ubabake Ugutuyang Saba. Anyeka samlandi kanjalo like face to face. If anything, umacele naye will reply in the